So kunstenaar van die dag with Z, that's coming up a little bit later, right here on 107.7. Now, as we all know, South Africa currently celebrating an 88% matric pass rate for the class of 2025. But for many of our learners, so many of our youngsters, the real stress starts now, and it's all about finding a place to study further. Now, on the line with us is Leon Smalberger, the CEO of the Academic Institute of Excellence. He's going to be talking to us about the growing pressure on post-school education, after school, and what kind of options families should be thinking about right now. Leon, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Welcome to Drive. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you? How are you guys doing?
We're doing absolutely fine. Thank you so much for making the time. We appreciate it. Right in the middle of the week, fresh off yesterday, obviously. Let's start with this, shall we, Leon? With more than 650,000 learners passing matric and far fewer places that are available, what does this sort of bottleneck actually look like for learners and parents right now?
Yeah, I think this time of the year, it's always interesting to watch. There's panic stations all over South Africa. But what a great result for the 2025 matric results. It's, I think, always at the top of their mind for both students and parents to make sure, where are they going to study? Which is the right fit? What can they study? What are they allowed to? And what the year will hold. So I think it's always high pressure times for students and parents during this time, and rightfully so.
Yeah. You were speaking about the pressure now, Leon. It's also mentioned that the pressure is worse at university level. So why is that? And what are some of the reasons that so many first-year students don't make it through?
Yeah, I think there's immense pressure on our public education or post-school education systems. If we start at university level with an increase in matric passing, and at the same time with an increase in bachelor's passes, diploma passes, higher certificate passes, it adds immense pressure on an already under pressure public higher education system and further education. The capacity has not really grown in line with our increased matric learners, as it has not kept up with the pass rates, and as a result, there are not. In fact, the amount of space in the public system has for the past years kept almost the same. So it's not kept up with the growth, and that just adds to the pressure. That does mean that in our public education system, there will be learners that will simply not get space. And that's really the sad part. Even when they do get space, you mentioned about the dropout rate.
That's right.
I mean, apart from the factors that we know, which is financial pressures and pressure on the learner itself. The other factors, and a very, very common one, is the fit for the student. Is that there is just simply not enough attention given to make sure that the student starts his or his journey into the correct qualifications, and as such, that effort in order to go through the whole year is already lacking, and that's a shame to me.
Yeah. Now, just in closing, Leon, for learners who may not get a university place, what sort of realistic and credible alternatives should they be considering instead of panicking?
Oh yes, I believe that there is always an alternative, and for me, the answer should never be no. I think the first alternative is to look at private education. That industry is and will always be there to help. We understand the capacity issues and the pressure, and that public institutes have a role to play, but so do we. And I encourage all students to consider any private institute as they would provide the same service and the same qualifications. And I think in addition to that, for those, it is not always feasible to go into a higher learning institute. Consider something which is more practical and more skills-based and more occupational, as that's really where the major need is. So I believe there's always options and there's always a solution out there. All you need is explore and ask.
Absolutely. Leon, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it, and thanks for and for helping bring some sort of clarity to a very stressful moment for so many families and youngsters. We appreciate it, and we wish you all of the best for the year ahead.
Brad, thank you very much for the call, and good luck to everybody out there.
Thanks, Leon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
There we go. That was Leon Smalberger, the CEO of the Academic Institute of Excellence, on today's KC Drive, right here with me, Brad and Iman.
I can close my eyes, I know you're thinking about you next to me. You're all that I adore, I'm more.